Hello, everybody. This is Robin Thicke. I know you all sent in tons of questions for tonight's Ask Anything chat, and I'll try to answer as many as possible. But first, before I start, I just want to say thanks to Romeo and the whole crew at Saturday Night Online. Okay, first question. Sarah from Springfield. What is it like working with Nicki Minaj on a single for Back Together, and is there going to be a new album coming in the future? Yes, Sarah from Springfield. There is an album coming out in the spring of 2016. Right now it's titled Morning Sun. And working with Nicki Minaj is such a great honor. I'm a huge fan of hers, and we'd worked together 6 years ago on a different song of mine, and to be able to work with her again was such a great honor. Alexander from Albany, what is your favorite song that you have recorded that wasn't released as a single? Favorite song? Oh, maybe Angel. It's a song of mine from the Evolution album. Probably be a good answer. Okay. Catherine from Moscow. We all know that you are an incredible songwriter. Excuse me. What song written but not performed by you is your favorite? I wrote a song for Usher called Can You Handle It, which is probably my favorite song that I didn't sing. Have you ever considered recording an album-length acoustic or live jam session with just you and your band? Yes, I have, actually, because a lot of the songs, especially from my first few albums, came out of jam sessions and live recordings, and the band and I always talk about doing that for a whole album, but I don't know when we're going to get to it. Judy from Columbus, what do you like to do in your spare time? I love to play sports, I love to go to the beach, be with my friends and family, and make tacos and barbecue. Okay. Dave from Toronto, I heard you do a killer impersonation of Ron Burgundy. Can you please do it for us? We heart you and Lamp. Milk was a bad choice. That's all I got. Zoe from Shamokin. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? I would say the ability to heal the sick would be my choice. Portia from Toronto, what are your biggest pet peeves? I don't like it when the house is a mess. I like it when I know where everything is and it's clean and pretty. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Hopefully, just making good music, traveling the world, being with my family, and being able to give back to the people who need it. The same thing I'm trying to do right now. What's your favorite vacation spot of all time? I would have to say Bora Bora. It's just the most beautiful place. Jenny from Milwaukee. What inspired Back Together, and what made you want Nicki Minaj to hop on the track with you? Well, as I said earlier, Nicki Minaj is one of my favorite artists. And not only is she a brilliant writer, but she's also an incredible performer. So it doesn't get much better than Nicki. Sherry from Columbus, what's your favorite part about being a dad? It's cliche, but I'm sure most parents say that, a lot of parents say that it's being able to relive everything for the first time through his eyes, But my favorite part is, just getting up in the morning and making breakfast for him and taking him to school and just having that quiet time when it's just me and him. Alyssa from London, what's the wildest rumor you've ever heard about yourself? I heard that I took ballet lessons. That was interesting. I don't have the feet for it. Shauna from Ottawa, what's your favorite song to perform live? Good question. I love performing Lost Without You, and I love performing Blurred Lines, obviously, because of the reaction and the energy that we get from the crowd. Brendan from Tom's River. If you mess up on stage, how do you shake it off and keep going? Well, nowadays, because I've been performing for so long, just about everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. So now I can shake things off very quickly within a second or two because, it doesn't matter what you do wrong. It only matters what you do right when you're on stage. All right, let's see what's next. Tamara from San Francisco. What's your favorite breakfast food? Definitely eggs over easy, crispy bacon, hash browns, some sliced grapefruit, Orange juice and coffee, baby. Vinny from New York. How would you say your sound has evolved in the past few years? I don't know if I ever worry about evolving sonically. I think it's more about what I'm saying and what I'm going through in my life. And as long as the songs and the emotions are true to my life at that time, then it's the right song. What's one song you have in your iPod that we might be surprised about? I don't know. Maybe Dean Martin, Sway. It's one of my son's favorites too. Lauren from Detroit. My mom used to watch your dad's talk show in Canada when I was little. Do you ever answer back to your dad in his Alan Thicke voice? Yes, all the time. Way to go, Dad. Jasmine from Portugal. Are you a tea or coffee person? Coffee. But I like to drink tea before I perform. Candace from Orlando. Who is an up-and-coming artist you are really into right now? Well, he's not up-and-coming anymore, but my favorite new artist is The Weeknd. I'm blown away by his songwriting and his vocals, and his style is so fresh and original. Holly from Charleston. What's the hardest part about being in the public eye and constantly getting recognized when you go out? There's really nothing negative about it. The only thing is sometimes when I'm alone with my son, and people want to take pictures, it's hard to take care of him and take pictures because he's only 5 years old and I can't take my eyes off him for 1 second. But it's all very positive. Paige from Kansas City. What has been the highlight of your career so far? I would say being able to perform on the Grammys with Lil Wayne and then be able to perform Blurred Lines on the Grammys also. There's something about being on that stage surrounded by the best ever. When I was performing Blurred Lines, I'm looking in the front row and there's Paul McCartney clapping his hands and singing, and that's pretty cool. Connor from Portland. Describe your musical style in 2 words. Peace and love. Michelle from Port Richmond. Do you have any guilty pleasure TV shows you'd like to watch? Guilty pleasure TV shows. Married with Children. Chelsea from Manchester. Do you plan on touring anytime soon? Probably in the new year. I think after the album comes out in the spring, that'll be a good time to get out there and tour again. All right. Well, thank you again for all the great questions. I love you all. And thank you to Saturday Night Online and Romeo for giving me the time to answer your questions. Bye-bye.